What up, Buzz fan? We back with another end of year album, or not even an album reaction or a review. We're doing the end of year podcast. We got a bunch of questions from y'all. I'm Casey.
Ford.
I'm Jake.
We got our buddy Jake over here, longtime family friend. We just got done eating some of Court's super bomb tacos.
Oh
Yeah, short rib tacos, y'all. Hey, we do it fancy up in here.
We got the fam all upstairs. Gonna kick off New Year's the right way. But just like we've been doing every year, we got a new moderator in here. So we got Jake, our buddy who's a producer himself. So you want to plug your channel?
Go by the name of Hobo Mingle. I make EDM, dubstep, drum and bass type stuff. Pretty simple.
Super dope, Buzz fam. We'll make sure to drop his stuff down in the description below if you want to check out his music, stuff like that. Go support. It's super dope. He helped us out a bunch with Court, especially with making music and stuff like that. So
hey, he owe me a remix though. You know? So just make sure.
Owe me a remix. When are you gonna come on that feature?
Okay, so like we owe each other though, you know. So like we gonna handle that, y'all.
But yeah, Buzz fam, I think you guys asked a ton of questions. The family asked some questions. And I think Jake's got them all staged up, ready to go for us.
Here we go.
But before we get started, we got to cheers. Naturally.
Yeah.
Cheers, clink sound.
Yep. Clean
sound. Yeah.
Yes.
Happy New Year, Buzz
The
fam.
last day of 2024, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sipping a little Christmas delirium.
Oh yeah. How you guys feeling post short rib tacos?
Oh man.
Feeling
I'm
great.
Feeling like really
Yeah, no,
Feeling free.
it was almost siesta time. If I
Yeah.
had one more of those things,
Yeah.
it was siesta time.
Perfect for Taco Tuesday on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah. Hey,
1000%.
listen, like this wasn't on purpose. It just like happened, you know, and like we just realized, oh my God, this is really Taco Tuesday.
Indeed.
Yep. Playing the whole
All right,
time.
let's see what we got.
Okay, yeah. So we got some questions. First one, all right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Oh. Danger zone.
All right. If the concept of free will were definitively proven to be an illusion, how would you reconcile the meaning of personal accountability, morality, and the pursuit of purpose in your life, knowing that every decision you've made was predetermined?
Is this a real question?
You can skip any question you want one time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna skip this one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip
All right, we're
that
gonna
one
skip this
right
one.
there,
All right.
though,
This is a
yeah.
lot.
All right.
Yeah. That's like a lot to think about though. Like especially after
Tacos.
Hey, listen, like I'm halfway
Drinking
sleepy right
beers.
now.
Halfway
I can't
through
be
delirium.
listen, y'all. You know, like the intelligence level was just like.
All right, real first question. Beers and Bars is over 2 years old. You guys probably get more exposure to like hip hop music, just more than the average person. So what is the best era for rap and hip hop?
Ooh.
Hot,
Y'all really
hot
want
take.
me to answer though, because like y'all been taking like so many shots when I mentioned a certain era.
I feel
know.
like you gotta say what you gotta say.
Yeah. Well, you know what, y'all? Listen, like the 90s era is like, you know, it's the best era.
Okay, 90s area.
90s era, okay.
90s era.
So I think late 90s, early 2000s personally. And I say that because I feel like the 80s and 90s was like really when it was like building the foundation, right? And then like the late 90s and early 2000s, it takes a ton of inspiration, but they still got mad bars, right? Like they kind of like mixed up a lot of the stuff and built off of what like all the like the greats originally did. And like I kind of of the mindset of like whatever music you were listening to like in the time where you were like in high school and like you were bumping stuff and like going out and partying and like clubbing and all that kind of stuff, whatever that genre was or like that scene was, that's the
your-
music you're gonna like forever.
Yeah.
And so that was it for me.
yeah.
But your argument is saying that the greats laid the groundwork,
Right.
and then the people in the artists in the early 2000s really like made it flourish.
Correct.
Yeah, and I definitely could agree with that right there. You know, because I really did enjoy music, you know, from like the late 90s, you know, to the early 2000s as well, though, you know. And it's like I noticed, you know, how like a lot of different, you know, branches, you know, just like went in like all these different directions, though, you know. But yeah, like it was all awesome music, though, you know. But yeah, but they all learned it from, you know, the pioneers that laid it down.
Yeah.
Right.
right.
100%.
What do you think the
Definitely.
fans would say? With the Buzz fam?
Our Buzz fam?
Your Buzz
like,
fam.
I think
based on
probably like
this Buzz fam.
2010.
Based on
probably
the-
like 2010s
yeah.
on up.
Yeah,
I think,
based
you
on
know.
the demographic, like for like the YouTube demographics, it says like the age range
Yeah.
of our audience. And we actually have a pretty old audience with about 30% of them are like 30 to 40 or whatever, which is
Okay.
Yeah.
like in YouTube perspective, that's kind of older for the audience range. And I still think that they would, like most of our audience would say probably 2010 to 2020 era.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess we'll probably hear about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. Buzz man, like, let us know in the
that's true.
comments.
And I would say like if it's in the 2000s, it's probably like the late 2000s. So you know,
the
like
end of
probably,
Wayne, or like
you know,
like when Wayne was
man,
doing
it's just
Carter
like-
3.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
something like that.
All right, next question. Out of all of your reactions in 2024, who has blown your mind the most? The most unexpected song that y'all have listened to?
It has to be Hunnam because like this dude, not only did he go viral, right, and he made our channel go viral, which was crazy, but every song that we've watched of his afterwards has been super, super polished. Like the way he gets on a track and he has the confidence, like he already had made it. Like I went back and I was looking at some of his like results on a bunch of his songs, and they were like really slow growing or whatever. And after that Big Dog song came out and blew up his shot, every one of his other songs is a straight vertical. Like people are listening to all of his other music as well. And I haven't heard a miss from him yet. He did that On the Radar freestyle. He did the remix right with ASAP Rocky recently.
Yeah, man, and that was like so fire. God
And he didn't
damn.
even do his own like same lyrics, right? He gave himself a new verse to do, and
man, which was like dope as hell, man. And I do have to agree, man. It's just like that was like a total shocker, total surprise. I mean, like when we first saw the song, right? I mean, both of us agreed. Yo, this is like a dope ass freaking video. It's like a dope ass song. This dude got bars. Yo, it's cool, right? And like we did not expect it to do what it did.
Right. Well,
you know,
and it blended like cultures, right? Like it
Yes, it
blended the
did.
Indian culture, and he grew up, I guess, in Houston. We found out.
Yeah,
and
man.
so like he's like bumping Project Pat and doing all this stuff, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm
Coming to
saying,
some,
dude.
like 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, yeah. That dude definitely.
Did
was,
y'all
like, a
know that
big
like
shot.
after the fact?
After,
Yeah.
Like,
After
we
the
didn't know
fact.
him at all. Like we just like somebody beer funded us to react to him, and
man.
I was like, oh yeah, let's check this out.
Shout out to that person.
Yeah, and it went.
Yeah.
I think it was Colton. Shout out Colton.
Yeah, man, Colton. Yeah, man, for real.
Appreciate you putting us on with
For
that
real.
beer funding. Like that video is like by far our #1 video on the channel.
Yeah,
It's,
yes, it is.
That's what's up.
appreciate it.
All right, who have you reacted to that you've that you've done the dirtiest? All right, so in other words, like who did you reacted to this song, this video, whatever, and you didn't know? Someone called you out in the comments, maybe.
Oh, Drake, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
How'd you mess
Straight
that up?
We didn't realize it was him rapping. We thought it was the other dude.
remember this.
We thought it was another dude on the track, and so we were like,
That's
"Yeah,
right.
Drake can't rap like this."
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was a long time
Yeah.
ago. That was like 2 years ago. So I don't know if that counts because it wasn't this year.
Okay. So no thoughts for 2024. You think
Nah,
you've been clean?
I don't know, man. I can't think of any, that we like
There-
had like any major mistakes on like during during this year. I don't know if it's like probably
You just got it like that.
like
No,
maybe,
I mean, like, no. I mean, we
maybe-
made a couple like
maybe-
mistakes. Like we missed a bar
Yeah.
here or something like right. Like
Yeah.
people say
Yeah,
that all
man.
the time. Or you
Like,
pause
which
too
that's
much.
like obvious though, especially look, y'all, when we listen to something for like the first time, like when we don't have like 5, 6, 7 listens though, like for us to be like, damn, oh yeah, he said that, damn, like the first time around, like we're gonna miss a few things though, but as we go back to listen to them,
yeah.
like we're like,
Well,
yeah,
and then kind
just
of like
y'all.
on top of that, like we created the channel because we skipped like 20 years of listening to hip hop because we thought it was all trash.
Yes.
So like, so we're coming back to it. We're like, yeah, it
brand
wasn't
new.
all trash. And now we're catching up to a lot of stuff, but there's a ton of context in there that we don't know. And so when some of these references that they're using, like I remember like when we first started listening to Juice WRLD, we never even heard of him until we started the channel 2 years ago. Right. And he said some comment about Off-White and being like buying Off-White in Japan or something like that. And I thought he was talking about Japanese people, not a brand of clothing.
And then I remember like the marshmallow, thing
Yeah,
too
the
as well.
marshmallow.
Like
Yeah.
everybody was like getting honest about that. And then and like I'm then even flipping to like the UK scene,
Oh,
the
yeah.
corn, getting peppered,
Yeah, getting peppered,
Lizzie's
pepper
and
rhythm,
stuff like that,
Lizzie's.
food,
Yeah.
all of that stuff though. It's like we got just like, man, yeah, it's like we got our education through this
Yeah.
channel, like straight up.
Yeah, we learn
Yeah.
and we still learn.
Educated,
And
yeah.
I think some of the newer audience would be like, they come and they see we got like 150,000 subscribers or 170 or whatever, right? And they're like have a certain level of expectation of like what our knowledge would be about like the hip hop, but a lot of
Yeah,
it
that's
is still like we
Hey, y'all, we
like
still growing.
yeah, we still learning a
We
lot
still
of this
growing,
stuff.
y'all. All right.
Okay. Makes sense. Who would be the best guest host for Beers and Bars?
Guest host.
Yeah.
Best hope.
guest host, like a third. Someone sitting in this chair right now, they're reacting just like you guys.
Well, do you mean it in the sense of like who would I want to like get to talk to, or like they're gonna react to music with us?
Like they're gonna react to music with you, and it's gonna be the best reaction.
Ooh, so either Stevie Knight or Knox Hill, probably.
Yeah.
Knox Hill.
Yeah.
Because he's so good at breaking down bars.
Yes.
I want to see that in person.
Yes,
Yeah.
Especially, okay, y'all. Okay. And especially since like Knox Hill like live up the block from us, though.
He does. He lives
pretty
down
much,
in.
though,
He lives right down the street.
Yeah. I would think though, like
That would
we
be-
should just get together, break down some bars.
We have to break down some bars with him
Yeah.
sometime. That would be super cool. I think it would be cool to meet No Life Shaq and like talk to him and stuff like that, and some of the other reactors that are out there. Stevie Knight, it's super weird. Like, I think I actually met his wife one time when I lived in California. She was like
way.
friends. Like, I saw her on Facebook with like one of my my old buddy's ex-wife. Like, and we were all out one night, and I saw her on one of his videos, and I'm like, she looks really familiar. And then I saw her. She was friends, like Facebook friends with like my buddy's wife. So I think I met her one
Holy
time,
shit.
just out of like just crazy coincidence, and that was
Small
like
world.
15 years ago or something,
Yeah.
right? But like, yeah, just crazy small world.
I don't know, man. I would say for me, like maybe Anthony Fantano. Since
Ooh.
I like watch the Nito a lot,
Yeah.
and it's just like I like how he breaks down his reviews for his album. So so I'm very curious. So I'm like, I don't know, just like do like a blind reaction with him. I think though,
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, we're gonna throw a curveball real quick.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, marry, kill. Beer, music, steak. Go.
What?
I don't think Court
Hold on.
knows this game. He's old.
Hold on.
Okay.
Look, y'all. Wisdom up in here.
All right, the game is fuck, marry, kill. You got to pick one for each section, for each category, and you got to choose beer, music, steak.
You got to fuck one, you got to marry one, and you got to kill one.
Yeah,
that
so
means
out of those three options,
whatever
who
you're
you
killing,
marry?
you lose it. Ooh, that's hard.
That's a tough one.
Yo, Bus fam, I don't think y'all know how much we like steak. Like, we do steak nights where we
it's
spend a whole day making tomahawks.
It's a scientific process.
Yes.
It's
so-
insane.
I don't
Yes.
know that. Well, I guess I could have deer still. I guess I could have wine too. I think I would go
Stumped.
marry steak.
Just makes you feel so good.
But that means I gotta get rid of rap? No. Or beer. I can get rid of beer. I'd kill beer and fuck rap, I guess.
Fuck.
Fuck rap and like Mary
Different
Steak.
context.
Yeah. I'm going with the Snoop Dogg. that missionary that album
Okay,
he
so
just
we
dropped.
got steak, beer, and hip hop as a choice. Then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one I want to know
you
which one
putting
you're
the
gonna
ring on?
kill. Yeah, who are
which
you gonna
one I'm
marry
gonna
and which one are you
kill?
gonna kill?
You know what?
Everybody marries the game. I feel like it's cliche.
Yeah. Everybody does. Okay, Mary. And yeah, mistake is like very valuable. but
It's like gold.
But can we break down,
Is it beef or is it
kill.
steak?
you know what? We could kill the beef though, because like we could get steak from like many forms.
That's what I was gonna say. You
Yeah.
can get like
so
deer
like we can
and
kill the beef.
elk and
Like we can
shit,
kill
yeah.
that right there, because like there's lamb, there's elk, there's like there's venison, so we got that right there. Okay.
So we're saying Court's saying kill the beef.
Yeah. And then I love beer, but I do like other things a little bit better, like scotch. So we could kill the beer. I think like we could do that though, because I love scotch.
He's marrying the game.
I'm gonna
So
probably marry the game.
You're marrying the music.
Yeah, man, I'm marrying the music, man.
All
I
right.
live with this,
Okay.
man.
I knew
Like, I
that was
live with
coming.
it.
And who is the side piece? Is it music or is it steak? Or is it beer?
No, beer's
Hold up.
killed.
Yeah,
He
beer's
killed-
killed.
He killed beer.
Music is getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steak's the side piece.
Yeah, man. Steak is a side piece, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I could cut that up all day.
All right. So back to it. Y'all have done some concerts. Do you have anything planned for 2025?
Yeah.
We trying though, but some of our faves though, they trying to, have us put a second mortgage on our,
Big
houses
facts.
right now.
Because Kendrick and Tyler going on tour this year. We're just trying to go to both of those.
Yeah.
The channel manager got me going to Papa Roach and My Chemical Romance, I think. So we'll be doing that sometime this year. I don't remember when those dates were. And then I don't think that we have any other big ones planned. I know that we were talking about the DEF CON thing over in Europe, but that
June?
one, it's either in June or July. End of June.
Like the hardstyle
Yeah.
DEF CON in Holland?
Yeah, in Holland. Yeah, because we reacted to a couple of those. And like one of their managers hit us up saying that we should come out next year.
Yo, if you go, because people have been asking me to go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, so Jake might have to teach us about this.
Dang, yeah.
before we get out there.
Yeah, DEF CON is just like an crazy hardstyle festival over in...
we could tell from the video. It was nuts with all the
chaos.
lights and...
Yeah, I've never been, but just from the videos people I've seen and on the internet, it's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
based on that, if it's anything like that drum and bass that Chasing Status one we went to, that was crazy. Actually, BuzzFam, if y'all saw any of the pictures or the vlog or anything from that, you might recognize Jake because he was there with us.
Oh yeah,
I was there. I was there.
Yes, he was.
I was
Yes,
actually
he
coming off of... I don't think I had COVID, but I was...
Yeah, you were
I
pretty
was
sick.
coming off of something.
Yeah.
That was an interesting night, especially for this particular fella right here.
Yeah, since I lost, one of my other side pieces, so my phone that night.
That was so bad.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
this: if you go to a concert that is packed with people just running around everywhere, invest in a clutch loop.
A clutch loop? Is that
Clutch
like
loop. It goes inside of your phone case and it connects to your phone, and then it's like a
it's like
a clip.
A clip.
It's like a carabiner clip that goes on your thing. So
yeah. Court
I'm pretty
definitely needed that.
yeah, I'm pretty sure your shit got
Yes, I
swiped.
did. Yes, I did. Too little, too late though. But hey, for next time.
Hey, we live and we learn.
I'm gonna
Next
get him a
time.
clutch.
Someone's
Don't
got
worry
a
about
fresh
that.
iPhone
Lessons
15
learned,
out
y'all.
there.
Lessons learned, y'all. Lessons learned.
All right. So talking about concerts, do you think we'll see any live reactions? Is that in Beers and Bars' future? Live reactions?
Potentially, the big thing, I think it's hard to do live reactions because of our schedules, right? Like we both work and stuff, and so like we have very specific times in which we plan like weeks ahead of time. Like we're gonna react Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, and we're gonna react Monday and Wednesday next week. And unless something like big event is announced ahead of time, it's really difficult to plan that kind of thing out, I think.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you could schedule an entire week to hit a live show every single day from any artist, any decade, who would your 7 artists be?
Oh, we get 7? Oh, this is
you
dope.
You get
get
7
one every
day.
day.
This is dope.
These are the artists that you can rally after day 3 when your body is falling apart. You don't even care because this artist is playing on day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
man. I was just gonna say, actually, I was gonna start it off by, can I get it like once every week because I'm gonna be tired.
Listen, y'all. Listen, yeah. Like we getting up there,
But every day, what do you got,
Yeah.
Court?
Like every
What's your day one?
Every day. Okay. My day one is going to have to start off. Yeah. Since I got like a wide range. Let's see. I'm going to have to start my day one, with somebody from, the 90s. I'm going to have to start off with that right there, So just going to kind of like work my way up. Just kind of like build though, So, well, actually, no, wait. Late 80s. Late 80s. Okay. So I'm going to start off with Rakim. I'm going to start off with him.
Yep.
All right. Then we gonna move it on up, Tribe Called Quest.
Yep.
I would love to see DJ Quick live because like that man is just like so dope, just the production, everything. Yeah, that's like so freaking dope. So him. Moving on to Busta. From there.
Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know something about busting. Live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go from there. Damn.
I'm wondering where K-Dot's coming in. I've been waiting for that one.
It's gonna be It's gonna be Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's closing. He's closing.
I'm saving Die for last. I'm saving Die for last, though, So from there, okay, so I named Rakim. I named Quick.
Rakim.
Wait. Tribe, Quick. Okay, Nas is going to be in there too as well, obviously. Like he did the dope show. Oh, and I put Buster in there too as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buster. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do a day with Luda. You know, he does a great show.
Luda.
Yep. Okay, so that's my number of what, 5?
Yep. You got 2 more.
Okay.
Well, I already know who the last 2 are. Like, come on.
Okay.
Which one's going to end?
Okay. All right. So Outkast is gonna be that number 6 right there. And then I'll end it off with K Dot.
You didn't say Pac?
Well, like we can't say like I'm like alive or dead.
He said any genre.
Okay, then in that case,
I was like,
damn. And then in that case, okay, all right. So let me skirt. Okay,
who's not cutting the mustard anymore? Who's coming in?
All right, okay. So my man Luda, I'm sorry, like you gone.
Oh,
Pop.
dang!
Get out the way,
in there.
Get out the way.
Get out the way.
Move, get out the way. I'm not gonna tell you, bitch, man. I'm gonna say like, move, homie. Get out the way. Okay, Pac is up in there definitely. Pac is definitely up in there, and yeah, and Outkast, and we got Dot.
Yeah, that's a good lineup.
That is that's a good show lineup. I got to give it to you. I am not gonna do my man Luda so dirty. Luda's coming in day 1, getting the party started the right way, coming in with some blueberry yum yum, some move bitch, get out the way, coming in crazy. Because Ludacris is like in my personal like artist I like the most.
You grew up
top
with him.
5. Like
I saw him in concert too. Like, he was dope.
I've never got to see him in concert, so that's why I want to see him real bad. And I
saw him and Outkast in concert.
Yeah. Oh, I hate you.
Together.
Yeah,
together.
Then day 2 is gonna be Outkast, because Outkast is just, I mean, it's Andre. Like Outkast is just awesome. Like everything like it touched was
musically,
just like a speaker box coming in. Even like that Roses song that was super funny. The Love Below. Yeah, all that stuff. It's super awesome. So we got Luda and then we got Outkast coming in. I'm actually gonna throw a big time curveball. And this is something I want to see because of how like the Buzz fan put us onto this, right? So I want to see my man Plan B up here, Strickland Banks doing something live, because the way he comes in on that vinyl sounds amazing. And I want to see what he could do. Everything we've listened to from him, like just musically sounds amazing. And so I want to see one of his live performances, because people say that it's incredible to like witness. So that would be super cool. Same with the next day is going to be Stromae. And I feel like Buzz fam, I went from a high, right? And then I get 2 phenomenal worldly artists, right? Like to kind of chill and be able to like soak it in and watch it. And then we're going to bump it back up, right? Because then I'm going to a 50 concert.
Stromae to 50.
Yeah, Stromae to 50.
That's funny.
Straight up, right? So, and then I'm going to put Tupac in there. Mostly because like, all of his music,
breathing.
because I didn't get to hear him
made the song in
that much, right? When he was still breathing, but like everything, all of his music is just phenomenal. And then, man,
I'm closing it with.
There's so many. You
can say Drake if you want.
No, he already knows. It's M. You say Drake. No, definitely going to be Eminem. I would definitely be closing with that. I would be very curious, like some honorable mentions. I would be very curious to see a Beyonce concert just because of how fast they sell out and how much everybody talks about them. Like I feel like that concert would just be really cool to see. But like if you're asking me who I would want to go see, like top 7, yeah, that would be
a Beyonce concert. Would be that's a production,
right?
That is a show.
Okay, and since you're talking about honorable mentions, I would definitely, like for one, Plan B, I'll throw him up in there. Definitely. The Roots also I would throw in there because like they're like a live band with a phenomenal, head MC, Black Thought, So I would definitely throw him up in there too. And then also Jid would be my other honorable mention.
Yeah, Jiddy. So I haven't seen him do anything live, so I don't know what his live concert would be like. That would be like one of like I would be curious to see how he does in a live scenario, but I don't really know. Also, Dave from the UK, because we've seen a couple of his single live performances, like live at the Brits and stuff. I'd be curious to see what he does with like a whole like hour and a half long set.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and also Dolce.
Dolce. I mean, after watching that Tiny Desk, but like I don't have enough on her to know, right? But like after seeing that, I would definitely be inclined to see what's up.
All right. On the channel, what are your favorite types of comments to read?
What you think, Court?
I think my favorite types of comments to read are the ones that, all right, so we're first finding out about an artist or something like that, right? And then I like the comments, like where they're educating us, like where they're saying, hey, you know what? Hey, like this person has this type of background, like that type of background, or hey, you should check out, this song or this album because this is like where he or she kind of like I'm set things off or whatever though. So I think that like those to me are my favorites, I think, man. Because it's just like, hey, it's educating us more though. It's like I'm teaching us, and it's like kind of like I'm taking us down that rabbit hole, like a little bit more though. So I like those comments the most, I think.
I think that's probably the same for me, but to add to it a little bit, I also like when artists, kind of like what you're saying at the end there, like when artists will, or when the comments will say who somebody else is like them, right? So it's like a close mix. Like if you like this, then you will also like this, because like then you get to see like, oh, okay, it's not just this one artist. Because once we listen to a bunch of their songs, then somebody's gonna be like, oh, you guys should check out so and so or whatever. I also like when people like other people's comments a ton, so that I know it's actually like
truth.
Like super important. Like everybody thinks the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times we'll get like onesie and twosie comments of like certain names and stuff like that, but nobody's liking them. And so I'm like, I don't know if it's just like a couple of people actually like this a lot. I'm sure it's probably super cool. But then when people are like, oh, they just dropped 100 likes on one person's comment, you're like, oh, this person knows what they're talking about. Like,
so we need to check
we need to check out whatever that
you
thing
know?
is.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So piggybacking off that a little bit, you're talking about, the community is helping you, educate you and everything like that. So how has beers and bars in general impacted your life? And that could be among that sort of lines, or it could just be in general, like with artists. Like, is there a particular artist that you have found through beers and bars that you got playing on repeat all the time?
Oh
man,
oh my God. Got a bunch of those.
I'm like, I don't even have enough fingers, to even, name, all the people that I'm like, I found out, through beers and bars, and I'm just like bumping till this day right now. It's just like so many. And a Buzz fam, we thank you so much for that though,
Yep.
But I would say I'm like I'm probably like one of the one things though, that I really love about this channel, is that, it helped me, as far as, I'm like, as far as, just like expanding my art though, because it's just like for me, like I thought it was like kind of like too late. And then I see, people like Yo-Yo Sing out there like doing this thing though, I'm like Yo-Yo Honey Sing,
Yep.
I see Pete and Boz, I see like other artists out there just like knocking it out the park and everything, Harry Max and stuff like that. And so I'm just like, man, you know what? Hey, I could still do this too. Like if you're out there like doing this, I could do this too. And it's just like it just like gave me that motivation just to say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna start right now. So I think like like that's probably like my biggest takeaway from this channel, is that like it just kind of just like breathed. I'm like it just like I'm breathed like new life into me, man. So
wholesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
That. Yeah, super similar. Like I learned a ton about, because I do a lot of the editing and stuff like that for the channel. So I learned a ton about that kind of like part of it, and like honing workflows and figuring out like different ways and like understanding the algorithm and how it changes and like all this kind of stuff. And like it just kind of builds you like as a person to be able to like learn all these new skills that you have to be able to like put together in order to like to keep the channel going, right? Starting a business, like a company, right? Like, and all that kind of stuff. And you got to go through, I can't tell you how many hours of YouTube videos I've watched on how to start a business, or how to edit this way, or how to make templates for editing, or how to make thumbnails, or like whatever the case is, right? Like all this kind of stuff where like we're continuously like tweaking it to try to make it better. And so like it keeps like your mind fresh, I guess, is like a good way to say it, where you're not getting like mundane, like you're going to like do the same job or this or that. It's always kind of different. And then like obviously like getting to discover like all these new artists like that we've been missing over the years is just crazy. Like there's so much good music that I never would have found ever in my life, and like I didn't even know existed. Like Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Court, I'm
Definitely big
gonna
up
need
to
to
you,
see
Casey.
your. I need to see your best impression of Casey.
Oh, what?
Curveball.
This should be
You already
good.
know what's coming.
This should be good.
You already know what's coming.
This should be good.
Oh man. Oh, I gotta think about this right here. Oh man.
This could make or break the friendship.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Eminem is by far the best rapper out here. Like, there's no one compared to him. He has the best,
Best there is,
vocalist,
plain and simple.
entendres. Like, nobody could beat him. Nobody's gonna ever watch Eminem.
Never gonna happen.
Casey. Whoa.
Yeah.
That was
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I still haven't found an artist that can wash him, Buzz fam. I'm just saying.
You know what? And for the record, I haven't either though. He's, the J's and the Waynes and the K's and the
Yeah, he does his thing, man.
yeah.
And
He does his
everybody,
thing.
he does
Yeah,
his
he
thing
his
for
thing.
real. That's super crazy.
Yeah.
All right, Casey. What you got?
It's like, look, man, if you didn't hear in the 90s, back in the 90s, it was like 92. No, wait. 94. It was 94 on this beat, and this is the DJ Quick with a little sample in, he's like, yeah, DJ Premier is like Primo came in and he did his thing. But Bust him, you gotta know. He sampled that though. He sampled that from like 1982. The Phil Collins shit. You never heard it before, but that's where that came from. Bust him, I'm gonna put you on game right now. You're gonna get educated today.
Y'all can totally switch chairs and I would not know it.
Yeah, Shaw, we got to switch chairs. I got to put on the, I do have glasses of my own, by the way. Yeah, I do use it for reading. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't mention anything about Court's cooking, because that's what he's
Oh,
talking
he
about
always
half the
talking
time.
about-
We hang out.
Yeah, but that's not usually on the channel, so the Buzz fan wouldn't know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Well, so if the Buzz fam doesn't know, they have to know Court cooks, right? So, Court, have you found any is there any recipes that you found or something you conjured up in 2024 that takes
2024. Well, Ratatouille, but that's, of course, my son. He
The movie, that's what I'm saying.
And it's not just a movie, it's not well, it is partially from the movie. My son, he introduced me to the dish. He was like, Dad, you should make that. And so we did one night. It turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Where's the
it's really
Ratatouille
good.
at, Court?
Yeah,
We live a block away.
Guess it didn't
And it
turn out
is
that
really
well.
good with the ribeye steak. You got to slice the ribeye steak thin and
okay.
just kind of just decorate it around the platter, and just, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
Who grills the best chicken between the two of you?
Okay.
This is a spicy topic.
All right,
right here.
yeah.
Hot topic.
All right, yeah. Okay. You know what? So we're gonna probably not talk to each other for a few days after this, though. So, okay. And this is what my missus, has been saying, though. Oh my God, this chicken's pretty good. Yeah, but who does all the legwork in between?
So-
Right? Who's the one that's seasoning everything
So here's
and
the
coating
thing.
it with olive oil and all that other stuff, right?
Here's the thing,
Uh-huh.
Buzz fam. Court
Yeah, he
over
has a
here.
gas grill.
Court over here prepping food. I'm grilling food. So the question was, who's the best grill or who grills chicken the best? The answer is me because
tell
I
him to
do the
turn it.
grilling.
I tell him to turn it. And also, I base it on with the little special, stuff from, me
Look,
right
Buzz
there.
fam, all I'm hearing
Yeah.
is I'm the best there is, plain and simple.
I'll piss
I
you
wake
off.
that's
up,
right.
I wake up in the morning.
The chicken would not taste as good without Casey.
Yeah.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Okay. So Court cooks a lot. He's our chief smoker for the tomahawks.
Mm-hmm.
He's our chief mac and cheese,
Oh my
scallop
God.
potatoes guy. So Court's cooking. What's Seed of All cooking up in 2025?
I don't even know yet, y'all. But hey, check this out. Hey, we'll post some pictures on the community post, though, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's in the brain, though, but I think, hey, maybe some elk. Maybe some of that bone-in elk.
That sounds good.
That's what I'm thinking about, though,
But Seed
that's
of
gonna
All
probably be
missed
next.
Seed of All missed the double over here.
Yeah. He's still thinking about food.
I guess I did.
That's how you know he loves food.
Okay. Now, as far as
don't know,
cooking up, okay. As far as cooking up,
I wanna hear
okay.
this
Now
song,
let's
Elk.
talk about. Okay, Okay, now as far as talking about, tracks and everything. So yes. So I am, planning an album. I do have it's like at a 95%, like everything is just about there. And it's sounding phenomenal though. So I'm looking to push everything out kind of like later on this year. And of course, I'm trying to establish that footprint, that larger footprint, because of course I want to get that larger, I want to get that larger audience, of course, though, but hey, just look out because there's going to be some stuff coming at you.
Stay tuned.
Here.
Stay tuned.
In 2025, y'all.
See Duval's channels down in the comments, Buzz fam.
Yes.
So C Duval is going to get this audience, and then you're going to start getting beer fund requests for reactions to C Duval. How y'all going to handle that?
Oh, I mean,
because he already knows.
Well, here's the thing, Buzz fam. I've reacted to a bunch of his songs behind the scenes. He just hasn't put them out, so I can't release them.
Yes. But they will be out there pretty soon, y'all. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's gonna start coming. It's gonna start coming at y'all. Here. So just be patient. Just be patient, brothers.
Brother.
It's gonna be amazing, brother.
Yes, amazing, brother.
Brother. All right. Do either of y'all follow any reactors, or do you pay attention to any other reaction channels? Either for just entertainment, inspiration.
So I think last year we both talked about Stevie Knight was like, I think the question last year was who's our favorite reactor, and both of us I think said Stevie Knight.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as like following, I definitely like try to like keep a pulse on just like the reaction scene in general. So like I see Knox Hill and Stevie, obviously No Life Shack, right? Like the biggest one.
Yeah.
And then just like a couple others that are out there that I kind of like see like how they're doing things a little bit differently, or like what kind of things are working. Take a lot of inspiration from like ways that they do things, because the comments like be grilling us all the time. Like, you pause too much. You don't pause enough. Why didn't you break down this? You let all these bars go, or you wasted too much time talking about bars and you didn't like, it's hard to find a balance, right? And so I think just finding like what works for us, it helps to be able to like look out to see what other people are doing. So, like, okay, yeah, I'm not copying whatever that person is doing, or like whatever.
Right. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah, definitely though. So I'm like, I'll say this just, I'm like, for me, I'm tapping into everybody. I like what Stevie Knight's doing. I like what Knox Hill's doing. No Life Shack, obviously, and also Anthony Fantano. Those are like my four, that I do tap into and everything. Just kind of just like take like little bits and pieces from, and just like Casey said though, just to make sure that we're not, doing things that they're doing it or whatever. We're just
Well,
like,
I know,
I'm taking just like the bits and pieces, like as far as what they're doing, that's giving them success,
Yeah, and the channel manager, she follows a few other reaction channels like Reaction Therapy and some of the other ones, right? And she like sees what they're doing and that kind of stuff. And I think that she takes some of the like, I know she follows the reaction channels not for like to watch the reaction videos or something, but to see what they're reacting to, because she's the scheduler, right? And so she also uses that to pick what we're going to react to, or like help like scope what's trending, or like what we should be on the lookout for and stuff like that.
Yeah, because those are the big fish. Those are the lead like reaction people. So so with that, I mean, y'all are about to be at 175K. Like y'all,
Buzz fam,
y'all,
Buzz fam,
Buzz fam.
Y'all are rising quick.
Yeah.
You've been rising quick
Buzz
since
fam.
inception. So
doing it.
What is it like? Like y'all are achieving some sort of like fame, on some type of level. So like, what has that been like? Do you guys, when you guys have gone to concerts, has anyone approached you? Like, has anything else like that?
So like we've had a couple of the Buzz Fam members approach us though, at the Suicide Boy concerts.
Yeah, a bunch of people there.
At the 21 Pilots.
Yep.
21.
And then
21.
what's and then like the other thing that's pretty cool. We have people that are at our jobs, or that's like within our organizations. I would have people teams message me, "Hey, aren't you on Beers and Bars? Is that you?"
That's
I'm like,
wild.
Yeah. I've had some
and
friends.
I have like a couple guys in my office too. We're like, "Hey man, we tuned in that to hey dude, that reaction last night was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah man, we watched that, man. It's pretty cool."
What do you say? Smash that like button.
Yeah, like hey, smash that like, and like they already subscribed, and then we also signed a hoodie, for
Oh yeah, we did
one
sign
of
a
them
hoodie for you
people
when
in
you
my
went to jail. Yeah, I forgot
office.
about
So,
that.
so
Yep.
that was like pretty cool right there.
That was cool.
That's really
hey,
nice.
so shout out to my man Lou. You appreciate you,
Yeah.
man.
Big shout out. Yeah, it was that it's been kind of like surreal. Like it's kind of understandable when like we're at a concert or something, because like usually we tweet out or like we'll post on Instagram like, hey, we're going to the concert and that kind of stuff. And so like people that like watch our reactions to those videos like can hit us up right and like reach out and let us know, that kind of thing. I think the weird thing is when somebody from like your past like hits you up on Facebook or something and sends you a message of yourself and, like on a video, and you're like, is this you?
Stalker.
And I'm like, yeah, that's like, and they're like, this is crazy. I can't believe you're doing this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like somebody like you haven't talked to in years or something. That's pretty cool. And then like randomly I was out at like a local park out here, like taking my kids out there one day on like a random Saturday. And a guy, I was pushing my kid in the swing, and this dude next to me was pushing his kid in the swing. He's like, do you watch Beers and Bars? And I was wearing the hat, right? And I was like, I make the channel. He's like, I thought so. And he's like, I watch all your D&B reactions. I was like, I was so taken aback by that, because I was like, I'm like, we're in like America, right? So I was not expecting that to be like the genre of music that like brought him to our channel or whatever. And so he was telling me all the ones that we should check out, and that was super cool. So that was like the first time I think like in the wild, I guess, that somebody like noticed me that wasn't at like an event for an artist that would
this was a random like
I think too, man. Also one of the guys that's within my organization, he put us on to Falling in Reverse.
Yeah,
I remember
Ronnie Racky.
like after he said, hey, dude, I watch your channel. Hey, you should check out this. And then I remember seeing him at a convention. I was like, hey, what's up, man? He's like, dude, I ain't getting no sleep. I'm like, why? Yo, I'm sitting up watching all y'all videos, man. Yeah, man. But I'll tell you what, though, one of like the craziest things that happened to us, well, the channel manager hit us up in the group chat with Ice Cube's Instagram page, and it had our faces on his Instagram page.
That was super crazy. That, and
talk about wow.
And Charlie from Fire in the Booth from across the pond, he put us in his reaction. He like mashed up, like he said, is like my favorite reactors, and he put us up in a mashup reacting to somebody. I was like, that's absolutely nuts. Like the people are noticing our reactions. And like they're retweeting them or like stitching them and like that kind of stuff, which is super cool. Or like a couple years ago when we saw Suicide Boys, or like Prof's manager hit us up to like go to the show and stuff. Like it's super cool to be like, to know like somebody's appreciating like what you're doing, especially from like the artist perspective, because sometimes I feel like the artist must hate us. Right, like sometimes, like oh, these reactors, they're just like making money off of us, or this or that, or whatever. Which we don't really make that much money off of them, because the labels take it all. But that's neither here nor there. But it's cool to see when the artists like appreciate like what it is you're doing, and they don't actually hate it, because like sometimes it feels like artists don't like reaction channels, and I can see if somebody's like in a reaction just bashing somebody or something, right? Like I could understand being an artist and not liking that, but I kind of think that it's pretty cool that we get to like to be able to do that, and then you get that kind of like a mention or like exposure or whatever.
Hell to the yeah.
Okay, so you guys got Beers and Bars. What do y'all do in your off time, in your free time? We know like we know Casey likes going to the park to like be a good father or whatever. But what else? You guys got shows. You guys got TV shows? You still talking about Game of Thrones season 8, or what do we do?
Is that even? Damn.
Game of Thrones just ended, I think. Or
Oh no, it's been ended. I'm just it's been.
I'm catching up, us fam.
Yeah. I mean, well, hey, I just got done with the Penguin. Well, whatever season or whatever, that was dope though, But I say other than that, man, I've been under a rock, making music.
Yeah, Court's a grinder for sure.
Yeah, super grinder. Yeah. So.
And I'm trying to speed track college right now, so I'm doing like a cybersecurity degree. So pretty much all of my remaining free time just goes to studying. I'm doing like one of the WGU programs where you can just test out of pretty much all the classes. So I've just been grinding that.
Oh yeah. If you guys,
Buzz fam, hold up real quick. We're gonna take a quick pause so this video doesn't die. We'll be right back. All right, Buzz fam, we back. Hold up. Next question.
Next question. If y'all didn't have Beers and Bars, what other YouTube channel would you be doing?
I don't know. I mean, look, just like how Casey was saying, just like before this, man. Look, I really was not paying attention to YouTube. I was under a rock. I was just doing my thing, man. Damn. Like, you know what? Like, for real, like, I really don't even know. I don't even think I would even be doing music either, man. I mean, like, I really don't know. I would just doing my thing, you know, as a contractor, you know, doing my thing, you know. That's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like messed around with like trying to do like a gaming type channel or whatever for a little while because I like video games quite a bit. But I realized pretty quickly that is an extremely saturated market. But two, like you got to be so good at a game and you have to have a ton of time in order for that to like pan out. So like I like to think that would be like a direction I would go, but like knowing, I think it's really good to learn how to do a lot of this stuff. But I don't think that it's unless you got like the personality of like, I don't know, like Mr. Beast or something, like, right? Like somebody crazy that like has, or a ninja or whoever, right? Like, or you're just so much better at a game than everybody that exists in the world. I don't know that works out that well. I don't know if the only other thing I like probably as much as music would be tech. And so like maybe a tech channel, I guess, but I don't like if I was going to do a tech channel, I probably would have done it when I was like 20, right? Like when MKBHD was hitting the scene and I watched every one of his videos.
That's where you honed a lot. Doing that gaming channel, that's where you honed
That's
a lot.
That's where
of
I learned how to edit.
I think there's a question in one of the Buzz fam asked a question similar to this, but that is where Casey like honed his skills and like all the back end like editing because he is like the main guy for that. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to we're gonna do like a little this or that segment. All right, I'm gonna give you
like
two
this
options.
And like that, nah?
Yeah, Anna. So you're gonna get two options. I'm gonna say this or that, and then you gotta pick one. There's no additional information allowed.
Oh, no context.
You need to answer. One or the other. This is like Squid Game.
Like
you gotta
that,
just like
that,
you gotta do it.
I can't wait
and
for
we'll just
him
like chill
to be
into
like,
the next episode.
I can't wait till he gets asked K-Dot or Pac.
No.
Man, y'all heard me,
like
man. I'm gonna have to
There's
just
only
like
10
walk
of
off the
these.
set.
There's only 10 of these.
So is it just to him and then just to me, or is it?
You guys, I'm gonna ask it. You guys just like Family Feud. You just shout it out.
This or that.
Y'all ready? This or that. 2024 New Year's Eve. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Tea.
I feel like he just said that to counteract you.
Maybe.
Nah. Like coffee does not agree with
no
me.
Context.
No context.
Okay, gotcha. None of that.
Escargot or Escar stop?
I don't know what Escar stop is, but I know I don't want snails. So
Escar stop for
answer
me.
the question.
Yeah, Escar stop.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Beer.
Eagle or hummingbird?
Eagle.
Taking that as eagle. Hawk or Tua?
What?
Y'all shouldn't ask me to do these.
Tua?
Hawk or Tua?
Is this in reference to the Hawk Tua
Tua.
girl?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, damn.
I don't know which part is which.
Yeah, man. Which part
Y'all
is
are
the better part?
both under a rock on that one. So somebody help these guys out.
We watched the Hawk Tua video, but I don't know what the difference is between the Hawk and the Tua.
But all I know is that if she don't Hawk Tua, I won't talk to her.
That was that token song. So yeah, I remember that.
Hawk Tua, let me talk to you. This next one might get you guys too. Dune popcorn bucket or regular popcorn bucket?
Regular.
I guess regular. I don't know if there's a difference.
Let them know. Somebody knows.
There's
I know
a
somebody
Dune
knows.
popcorn bucket?
Don't even worry about it. They'll let you know in the comments. I'm positive. Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift?
I mean, Travis Kelce made Taylor Swift, so I got to go with Travis.
Hot take.
Oh, cancellation. Okay, just to like even things out. Just even things out, and since okay, Taylor Swift, because I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
That's right. He's a Broncos fan.
That's how you shit on Taylor Swift and the Chiefs at the same time. My Chemical Romance or Fall Out Boy?
Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy.
Hell yeah. 2024 or 2025?
I'm going to go with 25.
2-5.
That's actually incorrect. All right, next question.
5.
All right, moving past to this or that segment. Congrats, you guys made it.
We made it.
Good job. Cheers, Clink.
We did it.
I keep saying Cheers, Clink because of the that fun we had with the AI.
Oh, the AI song
mentioned
maker?
the other day. Yeah, we were trying to sidebar real quick. We were trying to make an AI song with these silly prompts, and Casey said, "Hey, try to get it to add a Cheers Clink sound." So I wrote in Cheers Clink sound, like say a Cheers Clink sound, and then they literally said
the words
Cheers Clink sound
in the song.
Cheers, clink sound.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was great. All right, favorite beer in 2024. It could be something new. It could be something old. Just what is your favorite beer right now?
Voodoo Ranger.
I like Pizza Shark. There's a local little brewery down the street, and they make in-house pizzas. They got this one called meat heat or something like that, and it's like a pepperoni. It's got this hot honey on it, and it's so good because it's got a little bit of sweet taste to it.
Yeah.
And then they have this Pizza Shark beer. It's like an amber kind of beer. It's a little bit lighter, so it's only like a 5% or something like that, but it goes real good with the pizza.
Okay.
Favorite non-rap song in 2024?
Non-rap song.
We know Court's not saying Taylor Swift.
How do you know? And I'm like, and it has to be made in 2024, right?
The song, yeah. Did it have to get released in 2024? I don't know that we know that many.
Just in general, what is your favorite non-rap song today?
That's real tough. I like a bunch of the 21 Pilots songs. I didn't realize that they were as good as they were until we started reacting to them. I don't know which one I would pick though. I like the one that they did in what was it for the Batman and all that movie.
I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, I can't remember, with the Harley Quinn and the Joker and all that. All these heathens. That's the one.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna go super duper old school on this one right here. So I was playing this song a lot. Stevie Wonder, Another Star.
Good song. Yeah.
Amazing song. 8 minutes of pleasure.
Yeah.
Straight up.
With all of the reacting, did both of you remember the names of your children?
No, I'm playing.
I mean, I mix them up a lot because I'm yelling at them so much for doing bad things. 2 and a 5-year-old are always in trouble. So, but I do remember both names. I just interchange them a lot.
I can't mix mines up because one is a woman now, and the other was a young man. So I have a hard time mixing them up.
Well, Casey's kids found a way into this questionnaire. So your oldest asks.
Oh no.
Your oldest asks, when are you going to be done with this recording?
Oh, this one right now?
Damn.
Just in general.
I don't know. It might be 5 minutes. It might be 2 hours. I don't got the question list.
It's kind of hard to tell right now.
And then your youngest one asks, how do you eat these raisins?
I don't eat these raisins. I don't like raisins. Put the raisins back in the bowl, Kai.
That's a sign of disrespect to you.
Yeah.
He just poured raisins all over me a minute ago.
Oh man.
All right. Aside from each other, who is your best friend? It can be anybody in this world, in this state, in this room, perhaps. Just a best friend that you guys both have.
You got a friend in me.
That's right. Yeah, Stevie Nicks sang that.
Oh yeah, man, it was Stevie Nicks. Definitely Stevie Nicks. I know it. Fleetwood Mac.
We're probably going with Jake over here.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Number
Wow,
one
guys.
stunner over
Yeah.
here.
Thank you, guys. You
Jake,
guys are
hey.
the best.
Thank you.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So now we're going to move on to the questions that the Buzz Fam has asked. So just give me a second to switch gears here.
Oh, we got some Buzz Fam questions. Buzz
We
Fam,
do.
I'm sure you guys got some spicy stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this first one, I think this is from Threads or Twitter or something.
Okay.
Mini Marvel, Michael Richardson.
Oh.
Question.
What up,
What's
Mike?
up, man?
What
Yeah,
up, Mike?
appreciate you putting us
What's up,
on.
man?
Yeah.
Question for Casey. He's got a couple. Question for Casey. How about them Cowboys?
Oh, you cut me deep, Mike. Cut me real deep.
Like they twisted, like
Oh, my
I'm like, as soon as he stabbed you, like he twisted it, man.
Mike,
He twisted that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Not only are you asking me how about them Cowboys, but I was at the beer store picking up beer earlier today, and I was walking down the aisle minding my own damn business, and I see these beers in the case. And I
my
shit
God.
you not, they say Cowboys or Dallas sucks on them. The beer was called Dallas sucks, and I don't know how to take that. I can only take it as disrespect to me. Then I posted it to my group family chat, and my dad out here talking about America's beer and being a smart ass. And I'm like, I don't know how to be. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't our year.
I'm gonna try to show this picture to the camera.
Oh man,
But this is it.
Yeah.
This is the
the Dallas sucks. That was a rough one to have to see on the last day of 2024. That's how the Cowboys closing out the season right there.
But it's good though.
And no, I didn't buy it, Buzz fam. Blasphemy.
He also says, thanks for another year. How surprised are y'all at the OGs coming back with tracks and albums in 2024? And what surprised you most? And which others would you like to drop some fresh music?
Woo. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what. Well, there's two great surprises off of this one, man. All right. Well, the one that we just reacted to
Last night.
SNOOP,
Snoop
D-O-double-G. Yo, that was
Yeah.
dope as hell. But also like my man LL Cool J.
Yeah, dude.
And like
LL
the
song.
thing that like really surprised me about that, because of course, historically, like he was, always working with Marley Marl. He was working with Quincy Jones' son, QD3. But what really surprised me is his collaboration with Q-Tip. And how like Q-Tip did like the whole entire album, and it was like so fire. It seemed like a really, great marriage, man. Like when it came to MC and producer, man. I thought that was like so freaking dope, man.
Well, what I'm wondering about like all these old artists like coming back kind of like out of retirement almost. What I'm wondering is if they think, or if they're just being told or asked by their labels to do it, or if they are seeing the next generation, because a lot of these artists are putting on some of the younger guys on as features and like propping them up, right? Like, and like kind of like giving them a bunch of exposure, which we haven't really seen as much in the past. And like, cause like Eminem put like JID, right? And Baby Tron and Big Sean and like a bunch of people on his album, right? And a bunch of these old artists are doing that same thing with some of the newer guys. So what I'm wondering is if they think they're ready to pass the torch on, or if they think that they're worthy, right? To like take it on and like try to kind of carry the game forward a little bit, because it seems interesting to me that they're doing it like all of a sudden and all together, right? Because all of them are pretty much like Nas is out here, Eminem's out here, Snoop Dogg's out here, Dr. Dre's back in the booth, like right, like you're getting like a bunch of stuff, and we haven't seen it like pretty much in quite a while. So I'm curious to see what the reason is, right? Like Ice Cube.
Yeah, man, because that's crazy, man. Because I'm remembering, it was like, I think probably like sometime like either like early on in 2024, or like maybe it was like late 2023, when Nas and 21 Savage did something together
21.
too as well, man. 21. Yeah. Yeah, man. So it's like I'm either kind of like the bridging the gap type thing or whatever, or just like how Casey said, passing on the torch, or it could just be, I don't know, just like the legends, like they all sitting at the high table and just like, you know what, man?
Swirly beer.
No,
I'm
for
bored.
Hey, man, like you want to, hey, listen, man, you know, man? I mean, just like I'm sipping like the cognac, just like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and drop one. Okay, man, you got one. Okay, hey, man, hey man, I got one. Hey, dude, I'm gonna get mine like next month. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, man. So which is like kind of like, I mean, because like none of these guys have to drop anything anymore, man.
No.
It's just like they could tour and like do all of their classics, and people are gonna go to the shows. And I'm like, I remember like Nas's concert, like, dude, it was like packed. It was like sold out, man. You know, and it's just like people came to like see, you know, somebody who was out like 30 years ago or whatever, man. And it's just like they still doing their thing, man. So it's, I mean, I don't know, man. It's
Even
like I'm kind of like one of
T-Pain and
those
stuff is coming back out.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's what I'm
His
saying, man.
cover
So it's like kind of
album
like though, you
out
know,
of
hey,
nowhere.
hey man, like are they bored or like they're just like, listen, man, you know what? Like either it's like a victory lap or like, hey, listen, like we done it and
We
just
can
like,
do it
hey
again.
man, I can like do it again and you know, I mean, I don't know what it is, man, but I mean, dude, I'm loving it, man.
I'm loving it too. But I think if it was a victory lap,
Mhm.
it wouldn't have as many features on it of young artists. It might have features of like some of the old heads, right? Because they're doing a victory lap together.
I mean, I don't know, man, but it's like I think with that, man, it's kind of like like it's a victory lap / listen, like we giving this game to y'all, like we're putting it in y'all hands now, man.
Yeah.
So like y'all got to take care of this, man. Like y'all got to, you know, rep this to the fullest, man. So hey, listen, I'm passing you the torch, man. So I think like that's what the features are. Like the features are kind of like the passing of the torch. I think, man.
I think that's part of it. I think it might be a mix of everything, but I think that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's not doing that right now that y'all would like to see? Who's the OG who's hasn't had a release in 15 plus years that you would like to see out here?
I mean, I want Luda to come back in like full force, but
Well, Fast and the Furious 11 is actually coming out next year, so
yeah, man. Like he's doing
So
like
you
the
got
whole
time for that,
entire, like he's doing like the whole entire album. You know, hey man, hey. No, dude. Hey, Pac's still alive, man. So you know,
yeah, he's alive somewhere.
He's
Yeah,
still
he's in
breathing.
Argentina.
Still breathing. You know.
I mean, he got AI now. Get some Pac up in here.
oh man,
People be getting canceled. That's Drake.
that shit, yeah, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is from AJ Fly 1010.
What up, AJ?
What up, man?
He goes, I watch a bunch of the vids and I've never heard y'all bring up what y'all did or do for a living. Would be great to know more about you guys. Love the videos.
Okay, so for me, I am a telecommunications contractor. I support the Air Force. So
And
that's my job.
yeah, and I'm a computer analyst. I work in IT, hence the cybersecurity degree program, whatever. So I'm trying to get a degree so I get a better job in the future. Unless you guys make this my job, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yes.
Cheers.
So
Cheers,
just like
Clink.
Foot Stomper, listen, like we would love for this to be our full-time job, you know,
Big facts.
because you know,
As much fun as cybersecurity degree work is, this is more fun.
yeah, and as easy as telecommunications is, you know, for me, though, you know, just being able to call my own shots and not have to answer to anybody,
that'd be
it
nice.
would be great, you know.
Yeah. All right, this one is from HXXDIEC428. How do your all right, there's a couple of questions here. How do your personalities balance each other out, like compatibility wise?
Oh man, you know what I think? I mean, okay, like for me, like the super old head, you know, crossing over, you know, the bridge, you know, to
torch.
Yeah,
this
passing the
younger guy.
torch.
Yeah, that's right. Like we're passing off the torch, though, you know. So, you know, he grew up with a whole different, you know, I mean, no, I'm not gonna say genre, but just, you know, figures that he saw, you know, that he's looking up to as legends. I'm looking up to certain people as legends. And both of us, you know, we had one thing in common is that we weren't really feeling like what was going on at the current, you know, state of hip hop, but we both had, you know, different, you know, areas of hip hop, you know, that we were brought up in though, you know. So it's just like being able to kind of like learn about his background and Casey to like learn about, you know, my background, you know, what influenced me and like for me, like what, you know, influenced Casey, you know. I think, you know, like I think like that. I mean, like for you know what, like I'll say this, like to be honest, like in the beginning, I was like, this is gonna probably be like a train wreck. But it like really, I'm like, it really like worked itself out, man. Because it's just like, I mean, just like the perspective that Casey has and like with what I could bring to the game too as well, you know, it just ended up being like the perfect marriage, man. You know, and yeah, man, I couldn't ask for like a better pairing, man. You know, it's yeah, man, like it just like really like worked itself out like in a great way.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that it was interesting because like the way we would like argue about like different like hip hop and stuff at like
I
the
can attest to
barbecues
that.
and stuff, right? You would think that it wouldn't work, but I think one thing that was like really helpful in like the yin yang of it is that we bring both of our perspectives to music that we haven't heard, right?
Yes.
So it's music that we like initially were like, I don't think we're gonna like this because we haven't been listening, and if music was that good, we would have heard it, which we were totally wrong about, right? But but coming into it, we were both like the enemy's out there, man, right? Like
Yeah.
like we're going into it like looking at
protect
the like
ourselves.
we're gonna find this new music, and like we
Yeah.
started finding like some really cool stuff, and we can see like the influences that it draws from like my era or his era of like listening to like different music and hip hop and stuff like that. And so like we get a different perspective from like how we go about like listening to it. And I think that that's what like helps us quite a bit. And also I think what a huge help is that I like banger type music, dancing type music, and he likes like artistic type music, right? And so we equal each other out pretty well in that aspect because we can appreciate different parts and different elements of a song that the other one would normally like hear on the second or third, fourth listen, right? Because they were so focused on the other part, that thing that they cared about. And so I think that that is like one thing that we do really well is like, you can talk about a beat or whatever, and he's like, I wasn't even listening to the words. I was like, well, I was, and this is what they said, right? Or like vice versa on like some of the songs. It's like, yo, this beat was like kind of like popping off or banging or whatever. He's like, no, but did you hear the reference to like the throwback to da da da? And so I think it plays off pretty well that way.
Yeah.
What content are you guys interested in creating?
Well, I mean, obviously you want to make music, but
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm interested in the future in branching out a little bit, like once I finish the degree or whatever, and branching out to not only shorts but more podcasts like this.
Yes.
Like I think that one of our shortfalls as a channel, like we see it in the comments all the time, is that we don't do research. And part of that is because we want to like engage with like the audience and you guys, and we want to be surprised for our reactions and stuff like that. But at times, like it does like hurt us a little bit, right? Like when we don't understand a reference or we don't understand where the artist is coming from and stuff like that. And so I think that doing a podcast once in a while, like maybe once a month or something like that in the future, I don't know how near future, right? But like being able to do that, to talk about like the state of like hip hop or like what's going on, hip hop, like news, whatever, would put us into like a little bit like a better understanding of like some of the stuff that's going on or some of the, like the backgrounds and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I would say, hey, just to piggyback on what Casey said, I would love all of that too as well. And obviously, you know, like one of the number ones for me is sharing my music with the world too, you know, but one of the other things, you know, that I would also like to do is, you know, like maybe I'm as like we continue to grow, you know, maybe, you know, set it up to where like we could have like maybe like probably like the once a month, you know, like our own little fire in the booth sessions or our on the radar, like where
that'd be cool.
like we do have an actual artist come by, you know, and just like spit some bars for us though, you know.
That'd be awesome.
So I think that that would be like really cool to see though, you know, or even hey, just get the interview with like one of those artists, man. I think that would be like really dope as well, man, you know, in the future.
Yeah, that I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Getting our own fire in the booth, that would be sick.
Yeah, man, that would be sick.
Why don't y'all be the ones spin bars? Why don't we hear a freestyle off the top of the dome right now?
Well,
I don't spit bars.
It's easy.
And I'm gonna
just
tell
talk about what you see.
You know what? Well,
These weak arms
like
are
I'm gonna tell
heavy.
you this. Man. Hey, I'm sipping the beers in the clear. You know, rhyming with no
Beers in
fear.
the clear.
You know,
The beard is weird. Beard is weird.
The beard's weird.
Yeah.
All right, last one from this same user. He's wondering if y'all are ever looking for clippers to hire.
By clippers, does he mean people that edit for us?
I assume. I don't know.
If you mean
what it might mean.
Currently, we're not looking for an editor or anything like that. Potentially in the future, but like right now, we have a pretty good process.
Yeah, and I say probably a big you know, like No Life Shack level, you know, probably
Yeah.
Maybe at that
if I'm
point.
making No Life Shack money, then we
Yeah.
probably hire somebody. But until that time, I mean, like Beers and Bars, like it's starting to make a little bit of money, but it doesn't really make it doesn't make enough money that I would be comfortable paying somebody. I would feel like they're not going to get paid enough.
Yeah, and not enough for me to, you know, just take that letter to
to the boss,
you know, the director and say, hey,
I'm
man,
done.
that's been great, you know, but moving in a different direction now.
And we try to use most of the funds that we get from the channel Bus Fam to make the channel better.
Yes.
Right. So like we try to upgrade things
Studio.
like lighting, studio, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
We're fortunate enough to like have jobs that like can support us. So
Yes.
most of the money that comes in from this is to make the channel better.
This next one is from Chones1212. Who are the people that work behind the scenes, do the editing, etc.?
Editing.
This one's easy.
Yeah.
The channel manager scheduling, me, I get the videos ready, you know, set up thumbnails, you know, titles and all of that. You know, that's what I do.
Yeah, we have a pretty good system, Bus Fam. We got the channel manager, aka my wife. She schedules all the videos. So we have like a Google Sheets to schedule everything. Yeah, everything like when it's supposed to come out and all that kind of stuff, which days and all that, which ones are beer funds and which ones aren't. And then she compiles a list for any time we're gonna react, and she just emails it to us. And then I just come down here and I open up all of the links that she sent, and then we just react to them in order. Which is why, like, a lot of times people are like, "You didn't look at any of the descriptions or this or that." Like, no, I didn't hear anything. I just clicked every link that was in there. It opened in a browser. I hit pause on all of them. Waited till Court got here, and then we just start reacting in order. So the channel manager is behind the scenes. Court's wife also, she does like a bunch of our photos. She'll take pictures of us. She also helps us out with like getting merch and stuff made. So like shout out to both of the wives for helping us out with that. As far as editing goes, I edit the videos. And then I upload them to YouTube, and then Court goes in, does all the thumbnails, does all the descriptions, and schedules them for whatever the scheduler put on the schedule.
I just realized all the dinners and like all the food stuff we do really resembles like y'all's process for putting out YouTube videos. Like if you think about
we
it,
got a system,
like
bro.
yeah, everybody's like working together on this thing.
We got a system,
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah. When I wake up, like I'm dark 30 before I go do my little 3-mile runs in the morning, and you know, get a couple of things scheduled,
Edit some
paste
schedule,
it, you know.
put them all out there. Yell at me because one of them's blocked and I gotta go.
Like, hey, this is blocked, man. Yo, we gotta fix this, man. Because like, we gotta put this out tonight.
You gotta put this shit out right now. It's like, let me get back down in here.
All right, we got a few questions from Twinkling Full Stop.
What up, Twinkling Full
9629.
Stop?
I told you
You
that.
guys know this one?
She won't stop. She won't stop.
Hell yeah, good. Which, if any, UK artists or their specific tracks are now in your playlist since you've been introduced to them?
So I'm gonna tell you.
Couple,
I'm gonna tell you, Twinkling Full Stop. I was telling Jake this a couple of days ago. I don't have a playlist. Everybody they got playlists. I don't do playlists. I let YouTube steer.
He's a slave to the algorithm.
Or I pick a specific song. And lately, what I've been doing, because I have like a 15-minute commute, and half the time the kids are in the car, and they're 2 and 5, and they repeat a lot of things. So we don't listen to a lot of the music that we listen to on the channel in front of them. Yeah, not a lot of Cardi B coming on. Not a lot of like Wretch and Dave and some of those messages coming out just yet for them. So what I like to do is I like to pick my favorite reactions or like the favorite songs that I listen to, and I listen to our reaction to it. And it does two things. One, I get to check like to make sure our process is good, right? And like what we're making still sounds good or doesn't need to be fixed in some way. But then I also get to re-listen to the song. And so I do that for almost every single Fire in the Booth. I love all of the Fire in the Booths. Like that whole like process, that scheme, like I really like that. The Chris Dahl one, I go back to that one all the time and re-listen to that one because I just like that song. Some of Dave's stuff, obviously, like Dave is super good. And Ren is probably the one I listen to the most from the UK.
Yeah, I would say for me, all right. So honestly, as of late, I just been for real, like under a rock, like listening, just like I'm tweaking like my own stuff though, but within my playlist that I do have, because I have like this huge freaking playlist. Okay, I would say like some of my top bangers
Pause
that
real
I
quick.
do
You
have.
got one playlist that
It's
is
like
huge.
9
Or
miles
hip hop, or
Instead
I'm
of
hip hop, it's like a stretch. I don't know, like I think it's probably like at like 1,000 songs now, because I just keep on adding to that, and it's just like I strategically like place them in certain places. Like, hey, this is gonna fit in between this song or that song and stuff like that. So with that being said, Kano's 3 Will Up,
Oh, yeah, that
like
one's
he's
good.
in like a certain part, like he's in like kind of like the banger part of my playlist. And then I have Avalino and Dave's Cassius Clay. That's in like the knowledge science part of my playlist right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I have Gangster Itis, by Paper, up
Paper.
in there too as well. I got my man up in there.
That's good.
Man. And damn.
That Meza one that we just listened to is super dope.
Meza one's dope. And then of course, like one of the other ones that just like bust our head like straight open. JME's joint.
Yeah. Is Mad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I listen
man.
to Is Mad
Like that right
all
there.
the time. And then That's Not
That
Me.
right there.
That's Not
Me
with
is
Skepta.
up in there too as
With
well. Like
Skepta,
That's
yeah,
Not
that
Me
one.
is up in
Listen
there.
to that all the time.
Too, man. Yeah, man. And it's just just like a lot of others, man. That's up in there, man. That dude. I just have them stacked, man. I have them stacked, and it's like way too many to name. But I'm just like naming all the ones I could just like I'm thinking about right now.
So
Yeah.
going back to the education piece you guys talked about earlier, you guys have learned a ton about UK rap. It sounds like
The
learned that
Buzz
is, like,
fam
dope as
taught
hell.
us a bunch about UK
Shoot.
hip hop and like lingo and all that stuff, as well as they put us on to was it Summer House and Top Boy in on Netflix, which is like the UK version of The Wire, basically.
ooh.
And it's so good. But like you learn a ton of references, the ends and the food, right? And corn and like all that kind of stuff. And you get peppered and all this stuff. Yeah. So like corn is like bullets and stuff like this, right? The ends is like the hood, like the ends of the block.
Did not know
Like
that.
all this kind of right. So neither did we when we started reacting. So if you go watch our 3 Wheel Up video, we look like an idiot. And then like we come
It sounds
like-
like they're talking about corn, fellas.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm taking my food before I eat dinner. Yeah, cool.
Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
What's a Lizzie? Lizzie's is their money
Yeah.
because it's Elizabeth on the money,
yeah,
like, right?
yeah,
And so
yeah.
like
Right.
all this kind of stuff that we didn't originally know, now we like know. So I've been asking the Buzz fam and some of the UK reactions, like, should we go back and do some of our original reactions to some of like the big things, right? So like the 3 Wheels Up, all the Akalas, because I go back and look at the comments from the Akala videos, and all of them are like, man, you guys didn't know anything. He's not talking about making ends meet. He's talking about the ends, like the hood and where he came up from and this and that. And I'm like, man, I wish I would have understood that when I listened to it, because it was phenomenal before I knew that. And I can only imagine how good it would be again. Like,
Yes.
Right. So that would be something that I think would be super cool if you guys like put in the comments, like which ones we should wheel up. Right.
Yeah.
And bring back.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Also, we got also from Twinkling Full Stop. Why do you guys only react to vinyl albums, which limits you and costs so much more in a lot of cases with older albums?
I know album.
Why do we only listen to albums on vinyl?
Oh, vinyl.
Right. So I'm assuming
So
as opposed to like CDs. Or
yeah,
something.
CDs or something. So a couple parts of this.
And-
One, we liked it. It just sounds better.
The sound.
Yeah,
is,
yeah. It just
Twinkling Full Stop. I'm gonna tell you, we just got this new amplifier over here. It's like XDO T22 or something like that.
Money.
And
yes.
these Hyphen Man RESTLs.
And they
Yeah.
also make waffles too as well.
Yeah.
You know, they-
That's the most common comment we get about our headphones is it's a waffle iron. But go pick those two things up. It's expensive, I know. Put on your vinyl albums, and you're gonna be like, I get it. I get it. And like,
Yes.
I understand. I ain't leaving this corner of the
Yeah.
house where the vinyl record player is and all this. And you
Yeah.
know what? Actually, we got the new amplifier in a couple days ago, and it has like a Bluetooth receiver. And so I've been sending songs to it from my phone from Tidal, and they sound phenomenal as
It
well.
just sounds so awesome.
And so in the future, potentially we're going to be doing some albums like from our phones like straight into that because of how good it sounds now. But like the biggest reason is because YouTube's like audio quality isn't that great, and it's like we're gonna sit and do a whole album reaction. We want it to be as enjoyable for us, right? Like as possible, and that's why we picked to doing them on vinyl.
Yeah.
Also, we don't get that much time to do it,
Yeah.
and so because we don't have that much time to do it, we want it to count
Yes.
and to be a little bit different than what other people are doing.
Yep. So instead of like clicking from, hey, song to song or whatever, hey, let it play.
Just let it play, and you get and it's so clean.
Yeah. Awesome. Can't beat it.
Do you ever rewatch any of your older reactions and laugh at how little you knew about UK artists, UK slang, etc.?
Yeah,
because seeing as you've learned so much now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we kind of just talked about.
Gets his,
Ooh,
I mean, like his fires in the booths, his daily duppies, and damn,
Daily
I'm like
Duppies.
everybody's. Man. I mean, dude, it's just like so much that
Potter paper, man.
Papers.
That dude uses so much slang. Like it's like impossible. Him and Devlin.
Oh yeah,
like
man.
Crazy, right? Like
Devlin, man. I prefer. I mean, dude, like that dude is just like a 12 gauge blast.
Devlin to me
is
like the closest thing in the UK to Eminem because of like the way he can just put like his pen is crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's some other artists that are in the UK obviously that like are phenomenal and they do all this stuff, but the way Devlin like just delivers something is just nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. But I say M, I'm like, it's like a mix of M and Ghostface Killer because I mean, it's just like both of them, it's just like when they come with, I mean, I can't explain it. It's just like when they spit
that clean
a bar, it's just like, bah, 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 bah. I mean, it just like
that,
hits you.
But it's also, it's kind of mean, right? Like when M is on, like, I'm going to be mean to you, not like I'm going to like yell at you or shout at you or whatever. Like I'm going to like dissect you because I'm just a mean person kind of
psychologically.
Yes. Like I'm going to, Devlin is like always like that. Like you feel like the hate he has for the microphone or something, right? Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
and
man.
so,
like the mic didn't even do nothing.
That's
to
why
him,
your
man.
dad
Like,
left you when you were 2.
Indeed. But Twinkling Full Stop, that is definitely something we've like talked about. And like, man, I go back and I'm like, I'm an idiot. I missed this bar and this bar, especially in the Is Mad. And we caught a lot of that stuff, but there was like so much that I could go back and I'm like, we missed so much of this stuff. Or like it gets us. Well, first of all, we did Gets Us twice. We did Gets Us the first one because we didn't know that Daily Duppies had like this own thing. So we did a one that had the lyrics to it, and everybody roasted us in the comments. It was our first Daily Duppy we ever did. Like, I've never seen somebody do a Daily Duppy that wasn't the video. Why would you do this? Blah 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 blah. And it was like got roasted for that.
Yep.
Then we did the video, and we didn't know what any things meant, so we got roasted again. Like doubled down, right? And so yeah, it was. But like it was like a learning experience, right? And like I can see why if a lot of reactors react to the UK stuff at the beginning, like I kind of like it was kind of like water off the duck's back, right? Because we were getting those kind of comments no matter what we reacted to, because we didn't know any of the US stuff either, because we were reacting to a bunch of stuff from like the last 10 years that we hadn't heard. And so we were getting those comments regardless of whether it was UK or if it was from the US. And so it wasn't so like it wasn't so like targeted. I can imagine like some reactors that know a lot about US hip hop and then go and listen to UK hip hop and they just get roasted in the comments only for UK hip hop stuff. That there's like, I'm just not going to do this because I don't get it.
But it was equal. Like we got roasted for both. So.
Equality.
We are stronger because of it, Buzz fam.
Yes, stronger.
The beer helps.
So the last question we got from Twinkling Full Stop. Before I ask this, is Twinkling Full Stop from the UK?
She is.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I assume anyway. She says she is. She only puts us on
like,
to UK
I'm
artists.
chilling out in Croatia right now, you know.
She only puts us on to UK stuff. I assume she's out there in the UK.
So the last one that I got from Twinkling Full Stop has the word donoed in it.
Donoed?
And the question is, do you know what this is?
Yeah.
You know what this means? All right, let me ask the question then. Were there any donoed tracks the wifey admin / coordinator heard and knew would get massive views?
Yeah, it's a donation. Beer fund.
Donation.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so any beer funds that the channel manager knew was going to go. I think she told me about this the other day, and I was like, "You missed a bunch of the ones in the donos." No, she didn't know any of the donos that were going to go. Like she does know though, and I would talk to her. She knows when, especially Twinkling Full Stop, when she drops a dono for something that just came out, that always does well.
Yeah,
and so she knows like we got to put this one out quick.
Yeah.
but if she drops a Dono for one that's like an older song, then she usually like is like it's probably not going to do as well because it's not trending. It's like it's not as current or whatever. But the channel manager has missed some of the hype Donos, like Hana Mankind.
Yeah.
Because that was a Dono, and I was like, hey, I saw somebody else react to it, and they're getting a lot of views. I was like, hey, we should probably move this one up. Because I don't do anything with scheduling, Buzz fam, at all. I almost don't even look at the schedule. And I keep getting in trouble for that because I schedule the album reactions on the Patreon.
I keep forgetting what it's told. I just look at the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, all right, Monday,
You're just the talent.
Tuesday, Wednesday, pace. Yeah.
Well, I do all the editing and stuff, so I don't really need to see the schedule. Like, because somebody else is scheduling it and somebody else is making the schedule. I just need to make sure the videos exist in their location. But yeah, no. So I was like, I think this one's doing pretty good. We should probably put it out, and then it went super viral. Same with like Chasing Status. Yeah, that's
like no clue.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, that
like,
batted in.
Speaking my language.
Nobody batted in.
How many times you ever heard Badadan in 2024?
That was so talking about play like whatever. That was like one of my that was my starting song for a solid month and a half for my workouts. It's like it wakes you up, like gets you going. It's like batted in.
Every EDM show that I've been to in 2024. Every artist drops a Badadan like remix of some kind.
Like you have to. It's like the greatest like drum and bass song in probably like the last 5 years.
No, it's the blueprint to get people on the dance floor.
Yeah, 100%. Badadan. Appreciate you, Twinkling.
Yeah, appreciate you for real.
This next one is from RTA Smurfs. What is your guys' top 5 Juice WRLD songs of all time released?
Released.
I don't know if that release is meant to be specific or not.
There's some release stuff now. I can't remember the two names of the Cuffed. Cuffed was one of them. That one's in my top 5 now. After we just heard it, remember on the new album?
Yeah, that's right, man. Like,
and the other one for the
I don't know, like was it like 10 feet? I'm like that was like one of my damn it was. I mean, because like that one was released though. Like that was like on one of
Wishing Well is definitely in there.
Wishing Well, definitely though. And damn.
So definitely Cuffed, definitely Wishing Well. Like my thing, like, most of the Juice WRLD ones that are my favorite are his freestyles. Like the Cheese and Dope freestyle.
Like Cheese and Dope was like
so good.
My joint
that one was so good.
Cheese
and
then
Dope. Obviously the Eminem ones was phenomenal.
Funk Flex.
Flex.
Like that was my joint right there, man. Funk Flex.
Yep, the Funk Flex one. Yeah. I think those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Like his songs are super good, but like because we've listened to so many of them, like
man, it's just like
I don't get to hear them as many. Like, and I don't remember all their names. Lucid Dreams is pretty good.
Yeah.
I remember. We sidebar real quick. I remember on your reaction to Lucid Dreams, because my daughter was watching this reaction with me. Casey said, "Oh my God, if someone popped his head out of my floor like that, I would probably lose my shit," or something like that. Something like that. 100%. And my daughter, dude, she was laughing her ass off. It was great. It was great.
Those are and I like the ones that he does with Ski Mask. Except for Nuketown. God. That's still, you should ask top least favorite Juice WRLD song. It would be Nuketown. It was the first time I heard Ski Mask. And it was the first time I heard.
I love Ski Mask that first time.
The very first go around, I was not a fan of Ski. Now I love Ski Mask because he's like my new version of Luda. Like I'm obsessed. But Nuketown, like I was not ready to get shouted at for 3 minutes straight by both Juice and Ski Mask on my first listen to an artist. Right? I wasn't ready for that. And I think that like that might be, Buzz fam, what turns people off to some of this music from like this genre. Right? Because like their first introduction to it is like so like
abrasive,
or like it's kind of like you just got dunked in like ice water. You're like, what just happened?
I know. It's kind of like our first exposure though. You know,
right?
We got like the Moonlight song. Or
that
whatever.
Moonlight song,
we were just like,
the Moonlight. I'm like, I don't know if I'm missing something. I just don't get it. Like, is this just for vibe? Like, and at the time, I didn't understand like the vibe. Like concept of like we're just making music for the vibes, and so I was just like, okay, I don't really know where this is going. And then X put on all the other stuff that we listen to, like the Rage and Off the Wall and this, and like I'm like, man, he's crazy, and like,
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Also from there was another comment from this one earlier. HXXDIEC428. There's a couple questions in this comment. Speaking of Juice Wrld, was Juice Wrld reactions worth it? The mass amounts of Juice Wrld instead of others. I said that to say because your highest viewed videos are quote unquote Americans react to.
I don't know if you like. I guess I don't know what you mean by worth it. So you got to remember, like we started the channel because we wanted to hear music that we hadn't heard before and good music that we hadn't heard before, and so. In that aspect, it's definitely worth it, right? Because like we heard tons and tons of good songs. Juice Wrld is probably our biggest audience, I would say, still to this day on the channel. Like I would just say that like when you look at numbers on the YouTube video, you have to understand like the algorithm and like the way YouTube works. There's only a certain number of people that are searching for Juice Wrld reactions. And so when we put out a Juice Wrld reaction song, our reactions a lot of times are up there with some of the biggest reactors that have reacted to that song, which tells me that the audience, like we have the majority of the audience for that specific artist, right? Now, a different artist, like I assume you mean like Hana Mankind or you mean Chasing Status, right? Hana Mankind is from India. India's audience looking for Indian artists' reactions to, especially from like Americans react to this, like their audience is just much bigger, right? They have 1 billion people. And so like it's not really fair to say something's worth it or not worth it just based on views alone because it's not the same. It's not apples to apples comparison.
Yeah, man. I'm saying though, I'm like, you get, joints coming out, like Lean With Me, and like I'm empty and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? It's I mean, dude. I don't. Yeah, man. I just say, I don't know, just like our exposure to, what we haven't even experienced before, man. Because just like when we even like when we first reacted to Juice, man, like we didn't know that he was like passed on, like we didn't know that he was deceased, man. I'm like, that's how under the rock we were.
Yeah.
So it's like we were just like peeping everything, right? And it's just like I remember it was just like the first freestyle, just I'm like with him in the locker room or whatever though, right? Like he was in that and then like right after that, like it was just like, hey, rest in peace, R.I.P. We're like, what?
Yeah, because when we did that back on the walk freestyle, and we're like, yo, this dude's crazy. Where's he at? What's he doing? Blah 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 blah. And that has happened to us like too many times on the channel.
Yeah, man.
Because we had that with X. We had that with Little Peep. We had that with Juice. We had that with what's that dude out of the UK that was so good at telling a story? Oh, my God. Cadet. Yeah. Like
man.
There's so many like artists. This one killed me. Killed me. Pop Smoke.
Yeah, man.
When I was like 50s Reborn. Like I am so fucking psyched. Yeah,
that was probably like the one that I heard about before.
Yeah, you heard about it. I didn't know that, but like, oh man, that was brutal.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Because I just felt like I heard this sound and I was like, this is 50 Cent. Like in 2024, whatever 23, whatever time we heard it, and I was like, this is so amazing. And so like to say, what is it worth it based on numbers is just not like really like it's worth it.
I think that there's reading like the rest of this comment too. Like I think they're probably wondering like, from like you guys are probably approaching this. The assumption is that you guys are approaching this as like a business, right? But there's like some real authenticity that you guys are really trying to get from the scene that y'all have been under a rock to, right?
Yeah. For example, like we understand that there's a business aspect to it, and we understand that there's there's an enjoyment aspect to it as well, right? And enjoyment's going to make it authentic. And so if you want it to be good, you need to be authentic. So like we had like a meeting about it like a couple months ago, and one of the things we decided to do was we understand like some of our best songs come out of beer fund hit ups, right? Like people's paid reactions or whatever. And it helps keep the channel going and all that kind of stuff. But so but generally speaking, beer funds hurt the channel the most because they get such low amount of views. And the way YouTube's algorithm seems to work is if you have a video with a low amount of views, the next video gets shown to less people, and so on and so on, right? If you have a video with a ton of views, the next video gets shown to a lot of people. And then the algorithm figures out who's clicking and who's not clicking. And so what we decided to do was put the beer funds on one day of the week, right? And then we follow that day with Juice World. So we have beer funds on Wednesday, and then we have our best audience, our biggest audience, on Thursday, so that it kind of like boosts it back up for the remainder of the week. So we try to do both because we want to hear new music. That's the whole purpose of the channel.
Definitely.
So we don't want to get rid of beer funds where people are telling us like what we should listen to and that kind of stuff and finding super awesome things.
Yeah, man, because that's some of the dopest music, man.
Yeah.
The next question from this user is, how much do you, I kind of like this question, how much do you hold back on criticizing too heavy to retain viewership, right? So, and that's why I think that this person is, asking from like a business standpoint.
Okay.
So to retain viewership, and then in parentheses they say it's implied based on the video time and less dialogue when you're less interested in songs.
I mean, I'm sure it's obvious.
Yeah, definitely.
I would imagine.
Yes.
So, go ahead, Corey.
No, man, why don't you go ahead on that one?
So I think this is like a two-part thing, right? The first part is that what we've realized is that a lot of these artists are putting in a ton of work, right? And their music doesn't suck. That's like just right up front. It does not suck. It might not be for us. We might not be able to relate to it, right? We might not really like how it sounds, but it sounds good to somebody else. Like some of the Playboy Cardi one that we kind of bashed, and we had. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, and
but he has like a very
encouraged.
huge audience though, because I'm like, my son loves him. Like that's like one of his top listens though. My daughter loves Playboy Cardi and everything, and it's just like, like he has like, he has like such banging beats, man. But it's just like, I'm like, for me, like since I'm still, kind of like wrapped up in that old school ism and stuff like that though, it's just like I'm like trying to like relate to like what's going on, and it's just like I'm trying to get myself in the mindset that okay, all right, this is just for vibe stuff though, it's like we're just gonna like let it be a vibe or whatever though, but like it is kind of hard at times though, like it is kind of hard at times, just kind of, but it's like still like really good to like a lot of people. I'm like, a lot of people like it, and it's just like they are well deserving, of them props, their platform and everything though, because hey, they work hard to get to like where they, are at right now,
Yeah, you get like some of the stuff is like we don't relate to it, but that doesn't mean it's bad per se. And some of that came from comments, right? Because like when we would make like a comment about like this person is bad or this person is bad, the comments are in there like, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't understand this, why would you say something like that? And like that kind of like we go back and reflect on that. I'm like, okay, I get what they're saying. Like I don't understand where they're coming from, or like the hood they grew up in, or why they're doing this kind of thing. I don't think it's right personally, right? But like, I'm not the end all be all. I don't know everything. Like I can tell you my opinion is like, oh, this dude sucks because he's a mumble rapper or this or that. Like, but like that doesn't really, that's like a whole genre of like, and millions of people like it.
But
and
they think it's like selling out shows or whatever though, or,
right?
Hey, or like that woman is like selling out shows and everything. And that's just like what it is though, and it's like at times too, we'll probably listen to somebody for the first time like, hey, it's cool, but hey, let us know what else I have. And look,
Ski Mask is perfect example.
Man, I'm Ski Mask. Yeah.
Yep.
Like the very next things that we listened to, man. Like he was on, I don't know, like
DJ,
if it was like the LA Leakers.
Yeah, LA Leakers. DJ
Yeah,
Sour
man.
Milk
It's like he
Just
busted
Incredible.
over that Busta Rhymes, put your hands where my eyes can see.
I was like,
and then after that, man, like we had, like
I
the
remember.
Ooga Booga, and after that, man, like we had,
I remember
just
that
like
reaction too, because I'm
dude.
pretty sure I was like, I want every Ski Mask to sound like this. After that, or
man.
something to that
man.
extent. I was so stoked. I was like, I need more of this in my life. Like, and so like that's why like we're hesitant to be super critical, especially on a first listen to a new artist, because specifically of Ski Mask, right? Like the 360 and X.
Yeah. And then also, hey, keep in mind too, hey, even our favorite rappers, even our favorite MCs, like there's like them one or
They
two
got some
or three
L's.
songs, you know, I mean, like, although, hey, like there are top fives or whatever the hell you want to put it, right?
Yep.
Like there's like them one or two, three songs that were like, okay, all right, like this one has to grow on me or whatever though, you know. But it's like overall, like they're our faves though, you know. And that's what everybody, it's like no matter who it is, like there is gonna be an artist like where, you know, like those 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 songs, like you're not like vibing with, but that doesn't mean that they're not talented or that like they're great artists though, you know, because like they're great artists. It's just like everybody has their different tastes. And it's just like when every artist comes out though, you know, it's just like that whole mindset. Look, like you're not going to please everybody. It's just not going to happen.
And so that's why we kind of hesitant from like, because personally, and like Cor can contest to this, I don't like K-Dot that much.
Yeah.
Right? And that's like blasphemy in every fucking rap circle in the planet, except for this new album. This new album fucking slaps. I got that shit on repeat. But
and then, you know, though, and like, I'm even for me, like I told him, I was like, hey, look, like I hate the Eminem first album. I like Marshall Mathers. I like the Eminem show, but I hate the other LPs. I don't like them. But that doesn't take away from this dude could like destroy anybody at any given time. He's like I'm by far one of the best lyricists on the planet, but I just don't like his albums. I just don't like the beats.
Yeah,
you know, I just don't like him. But that doesn't take away from, hey, he's the greatest of all time because he is like one of the greatest of all time. It's just plain and simple.
Like Playboy Cardi and like the vibe scene, right? Like it's nuts how many people listen to this. I'm like, I can get it a little bit now because we listen to like a bunch of different stuff in the genres, but like at the same time, I kind of feel like I still don't get that genre that much. Like that genre just isn't really for me overall. But that's not to say that it's bad or like I'm just gonna bash it because like I don't personally like it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
All right, and the third part of this comment is, would you ever consider a more broad criticism video? And in parentheses, it says, EQ, maybe example, your dislikes / analysis of UK rap / Juice WRLD.
Our dislikes.
So I'm taking, I might be wrong, but I'm taking that as like a comparison. Like you're zooming out, okay, because your typical reaction is like this artist, this song, video, and you react to it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever zoom out and react to other different, more broader topics of like a specific genre, like what you guys were just talking about?
So like, I mean, we kind of do that already now.
That's my interpretation of this comment. I apologize if that's not it.
All right, so like we started reacting to some like rock stuff a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So
21.
21. 21 Pilots is not rock. But I mean like My Chemical Romance, right? Or like
we got the Prodigy, you know,
Prodigy.
up on here, banging as hell.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah,
freaking
drum
that,
and bass,
just
and
like
stuff,
slapping. Yeah.
And then like so like a bunch of different like genres and stuff like that for sure. I don't know, like what is it? How does it go again?
Will you consider a more broad criticism video?
Like dislikes analysis of UK. So I think he's saying like if we like on the videos where we're not talking a lot because like we don't have like a bunch of praise for it. But there's also another part of that. So probably not. I don't know that they like unless it's like blatantly like offbeat and like crazy not good or something, then probably not. But I think like another part of it is certain songs there's not much to react to.
True.
Right? Like if like,
especially like if it's just kind of just like a vibe song and it's like they're not saying too much though, you know, like the beats popping or whatever, but it's like they're saying like a couple things. It's like, okay, like this is like really cool. Like I'm just like bobbing my head, but it's just like really not a whole lot of input. It's not like a whole lot of hey, pause, hey, what did he or she just say?
Yeah.
You know?
Like right. Yeah. And so there's that part of it. Like sure, it goes viral because it makes a perfect 10-second clip for a TikTok dance or something, right? But we're not dancing, so not a lot anyway. Yeah. And so
not
like
yet.
Like I don't know, like what like in like a Playboy Cardi is a perfect example. What do you say because he says less words than we say in his songs?
Yeah.
Right.
He has a banging beat.
The beat is super awesome, but you can only talk so much about a beat.
Yeah.
for a 3-minute video, right? Like,
man.
It's tough. Like, and that's kind of like where it comes down to. Like, it does sound good,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand some of the elements of it, but like, I don't even like. I think I asked in the comments. I don't remember if I got an answer, but then I asked if he makes his own beats and how he does it. But I don't even know if he does that or not.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of where like I'm at. Like I don't know what else to say about some of those things. So I could be critical in the fact that I don't know what he's doing, but like then that's just ignorance on me, not so much the artist.
Yeah.
Okay. The next comment is from Swennywise85.
What up, Swinny?
Avalino dropped a new freestyle. Please check it out. It's not really a question. It's more of a
Got that. Noted.
Got it.
Noted.
It's on the schedule. We react on Thursday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. And this is the last. I don't mean to laugh. This is the last comment on here.
Okay.
Why don't you care about South African rappers?
What? Why don't we care about South African rappers? Who are we missing?
Now, first of all,
This is from Classy Keys 5031.
All right. So, look,
there must be a history here.
That's what I feel
all
like.
right.
But
So as you already know, hey, like we react to like what's given to us, though, you know. All right. So I'm gonna say this though, you know, like we've reacted to like a few that's been on the African scene, but like not like really like South Africa though. Like of course, you know, like we have
Lyrical Joe
out
of Ghana.
Like there was like another one.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Sarkodie.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like, it's just like the ones that like I'm giving to on this channel, you know, where like the comments, you know, like whoever, you know, they recommend or whatever, you know, like that's who we're, you know, kind of going after though, you know. All right, you know, but I'm gonna say this though. Hey, look, like I know obviously like there's like a lot of talent out there, and it's just like I'm in love with Afro beats. Like those are like some of the most bangingest beats out there though, and it's just like the talent, you know, just like the cadences, you know, that these artists have out there is like amazing though, you know. But of course, you know, it's like, look, like y'all got to kind of like feed us, so you know, because it's like, look, like we're blind reactors, you know.
Right.
So it's just like
in the scheduler, she puts up on the community tab how she picks songs, and so about a third of them are from Beer Fund hit ups. About a third of them are from like most requested in the comments, and then about a third are from like whatever is trending. And so like the way things like get.
I was gonna, you know what though, I was gonna just like speak on that for a second. Hey, like our boy Swerve, or whatever. Yeah, you know, hey. Like in every comment, like it doesn't even matter if it's not even like a Lil Wayne video or not. He's like putting, hey, Lil Wayne this or this Lil Wayne feature or whatever, you know. So like to help us out though, you know, hey, look, these South African artists though, you know, hey, put them in there. Like I'm like any video. It could be like a freaking like a freaking Dave video. Hey, put the freaking song in there. All right.
What you want,
you know,
because then it climbs the list. Because I'll tell you right now,
JID video. Hey,
I
put it in there. Put it in
I saw the list from the scheduler the other day, and there's 3,000 songs on the list that have more than 10 requests.
Mm-hmm.
So like she doesn't even put a song on the list anymore unless it has at least 10 requests.
Yes.
And she probably start doing that even less because there's like 3,000 of them, right? The top of the list is like 300 requests usually. And if it's more than that, it usually gets done right away because it's super popular, right? So that's kind of like where it's not that we hate any place. It's just that we don't know what we don't know. It's the same. It's like why we created the channel. Like we've been saying a bunch, like created it to discover new music. But at this point, we get so many requests that it's like we couldn't even pick at random. Like our channel right now, I think has 2,500 videos, and we are one of the channels that put out the most videos of any reaction channel. And we don't even have as many videos out in 2.5 years as is in our request chain of 10 or more requests. So to get to all of those is extremely difficult, and to know which ones to pick is obviously extremely difficult as well.
Yeah.
So I'm getting from this for Classic Keys 5031. What I'm getting from this is the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Big facts.
So if there's some truthfully, if there's some South African rappers that are out there that are killing it, make it known. If it were me, hit every video, hit every
yeah.
every comment you make. Be like, hey, check out this person. Hey, check out this person. Or do a beer fund.
Yeah.
Right. And just make it known. And then.
And I'll tell you this: once somebody is like, once we have a beer fund and we react to somebody, we like them.
Yeah.
We start requesting it to the scheduler. Like, I want to see when the next Dave's coming out. Or I want to see when the next.
And even like Yo Honey Sing though, right? Like wasn't that like a beer fund like originally? And it's just like we didn't know like this dude is like running India, you know, pretty much though, you know. So
and we reacted to some of his songs and he's killing it too. It's like that,
just like put it out there. And so
help us out. But Buzz fam, I appreciate y'all. Jake?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No, that was the last comment from the Buzz fam. We're closing things out on. I know I'm going back upstairs. I'm gonna get some short rib tacos and some steak. And I'm probably gonna down another one of these beers here. But gentlemen, thanks for answering these questions. I know the Buzz fam appreciates it. I appreciate it. What closing thoughts do you have for the Buzz fam and 2025 for Beers and Bars?
Hey, well, I'm just gonna say, hey, look, y'all, hey, just stay tuned for 2025. You know, it's just like every year, you know, it just keeps on getting better and better and better, though, you know. So, hey, look, I just like look forward, you know, to this channel, you know, just expanding its reach out there, you know, and hopefully, hey, like we do get to the point to like where, we are getting, you know, other live guests on here and, you know, and all that good stuff, though, you know. And also, also too, I'm just gonna like, I'm throwing like a little blurb like for my channel. Hey, like y'all can peep my own personal channel too. All right, at C_DEVAL 76, you know, on YouTube. All right, okay, I'm subscribed to that right there because we're gonna have stuff coming our way in like 2025 though, you know. But hey, look y'all, like this is gonna be like a great year for Beers and Bars, and it looks like tonight we may be hitting that 175K. It's looking like it though.
And I think we got some surprises coming out for 175K.
Yo, and we got yo, and like I'm saying too because like we gonna because like it's going to happen, y'all. Like we gonna come out some good stuff, y'all.
Buzz fam, I appreciate y'all. We all appreciate you guys putting us on, continues to put us on music, continuing to like watch all of our videos, give us feedback and like help a critique what we need to do better. So keep it up in the comments. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to 2025, like Court's saying, tons of stuff. I feel like this year was a lot of learning and a lot of like owning processes and crafts and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that 2025 we can use all that stuff that we've learned and like grow and expand even more. Thanks again.
Oh yeah.
We'll see y'all in the next one, Buzz fam.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.